According to reports, a Pakistani lieutenant colonel may be the brain behind the pro-Khalistani rallies. Identified as Lieutenant Colonel Shahid Mehmood Malhi, the Pakistan Army personnel is responsible for Referendum 2020 in Canada and some European nations. Indian intelligence officers have managed to establish a connection between ISI and the pro-Khalistani groups. Meanwhile, the groups have claimed that there is no sinister international conspiracy and that they are only asking for their rights under international conventions. A pro-Khalistan rally is scheduled to take place in London on August 12th. And joining me on the phone line for more is Karthikeya Sharma. Karthikeya, what are the latest details that you have about this suspect who has planned a rally in London next week?
Well, it just goes on to prove that the subterfuge and the idea that the Khalistan should remain a living memory and Khalistan movement should be revived is part and parcel of ISI's plan. So what has happened is that the Indian government had been able, or the Indian intelligence services were able to hack into the computer of one of the ISI office holders, which because most 90% of them are loaned from the army. And then they found out that this was not a spontaneous thing which was happening in London. It was a pretty much organized thing, pretty much motivated thing to discredit peace in Punjab. So this is to discredit, one state where India has been able to solve the issue of terrorism by both dialogue and police force. So I think the bottom line is that this just goes on to show Pakistan's duplicity, at least in fomenting terrorism, because Pakistan has been saying that it is a victim of terror. But this proves that Pakistan is not a victim of terrorism. Pakistan promotes terrorism, and in the consequences, it also gets to become the collateral victim of it. It's not a target of terrorism because they themselves produce terrorism.
Right, Karthik. And also, what is the UK government doing about this? Are they planning to ban this rally in any way? And what steps are they taking right now?
No, I think that has been pretty disappointing, despite note verbails being issued thrice. UK government says that it's not going to stop the demonstrators because, they feel that the rights under their constitutions allow people to protest. But it's like one person's human right is another person's terrorist. So who they call human rights activists are actually people who are fomenting trouble in India. But this has been part and parcel of Western democracies, where in the name of human right violation or democratic right, they have broken stable states. India is not North Africa or West Asia to give in to such interventions. But the fact of the matter is, look at the way Libya, look at the way Algeria, look at the way Syria, look at the way Yemen, stable states have gone through upheavals in the name of democracy and human rights violations.
Right, Karthikeya, thank you for joining us with all those details.